dwell in the world. Why? Because they have walked in great pride. You hear what the Most High said? This marvels in the eyes of the Most High that Ezra humbled himself as becoming him, and thought it not that he should be much glorified among the righteous, those that are doing what's right. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. The Most High is telling them to seek out the glory of the kingdom that's coming to those that be like Ezra, that didn't account himself as one of the righteous, who humbled himself. And seek out those that's like that. Who's like that? That's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. He said, miracles are going to be on these last days because people walking in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, verse 51, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. That's who's going to make it to the kingdom. Those that's like Ezra, and not account himself as one of the righteous. But let me just give you an example. In 2 Ezra 7 and 49. But what profit is it unto us if there be promise us, talking about we the children of Israel, not no hate group, not no movement, not no organization, not no club, not no gang, but us, an immortal time, meaning living forever. Whereas we, you hear him? He said we have done the works that bring death, including himself, even though he's righteous. This was marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. He just said it. And that there is promised us, the 12 tribes of Israel, a nation, an everlasting hope, whereas ourselves, being most wicked, you hear this? Including himself, being most wicked, are made vain. This is marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. Not that you all that, we all that. Because we know in part and prophesy in part. This was marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. Make it mean something different. And that there are laid up for us dwellings of health and safety. The us is the 12 tribes of Israel. Whereas we, you see this, have lived wickedly. That's what works. That's what's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. Isaiah 64 and 5. Isaiah 64 and 5. Because you know, pride is hateful before the Most High and man. Isaiah 64 and 5. Thou meetest him that rejoices and worketh righteousness. Those that remember thee in thy ways, behold, thou art wroth. For we have sinned. For we have sinned. For we, including himself, have sinned. In those is continence, and we shall be saved. But we are all as an unclean thing. But we, this is what works. This was marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. But we, including Isaiah, I'm sure you know he quoted most of all Isaiah when he's quoted. But we are all as an unclean thing, including himself. This was marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, including his, like the wind, have taken us away. And there is none that calleth upon thy name, that stirreth up himself to take hold of thee. But thou hast hid thy face from us, and hast consumed us because of our iniquities. Not pointing the finger at somebody else, but all of us. That's what's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. If you can hear, I hear it plainly. It's clear as it is written. You see, same thing Ezra did, same thing Isaiah did, same thing Moses did, Daniel, you name them. These are solutions. But you can't do it if you're prideful. You can't do it. Look at Isaiah 14 and 13. I'm just about finished here. Isaiah 14 and 13. But thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And we know Esau exalted himself up to ascend into heaven. He will exalt his throne above the stars of the Most High. He going to sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. We in North America. I will sit above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's why the Most High go destroy this place, because his eyes are upon this simple kid. It'll be like the Most High. You can't deny that. I mean, you open up the Bibles and they have their pictures in it. And you see here, without a shadow of a doubt, upside down, right side up, regardless, they have done that. Point blank, no doubt about it. That's why the punishment is coming. Genesis 32 and 9 and 10. Unto this day, nobody say that's wrong. They don't say that's wrong. How come when you go buy Bibles, it's still there in those Bibles. New Bibles that's being printed. That's why the judgment gonna come. Genesis 32 and 9. And Jacob said, O Most High of my father Abraham, and power of my father Isaac, the power which said unto me, return unto thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal well with thee. Listen, verse 10. It's our forefather Jacob. I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies. Hear what he said? I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies and of all the truth which thou hast shown unto thy servant. For with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I am become two bands. But he said, I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies that the Most High could bring upon him. That's what's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. Job 32 and 1. Just examples. Job 32 and 1. So these three men ceased to answer Job because he was righteous in his own eyes. They stopped talking to Job because Job was righteous in his own eyes. See. Look at Job 33 and 8. Surely thou hast spoken in my hearing, and I have heard the voice of thy words, saying, I am clean without transgression. I am innocent, neither is there iniquity in me. Behold, he findeth occasion against me. He counted me as for his enemy. He putteth my feet in the stocks. He marketh all my paths. Behold, in this thou art not just. You hear that? In this thou art not just. I will answer thee that the Most High is greater than man. Look at Job 34:5. For Job have said, I am righteous. You hear that? Job said, I am righteous, and the Most High have taken away my judgment. Should I lie against my right? My wound is incurable without transgression. Listen. Job 34:21. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. That's why I say the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom. He's going to destroy it from off the face of the earth. But see, Job thought he was righteous. That's what you can't do. That's what Job messed up. That's why the Most High sent Satan on him. Because he thought he was righteous. He didn't think he could be touched. He should be touched because of his righteousness. But oh, the Most High got something for all of us. If you ain't rolling in the power and understanding what's marvelous in his eyes. So with all being said, remember the Most High is righteous. And there's no unrighteousness in the Most High. But when you negative and you wicked and you are not doing what he wants you to do, you draw the evil to you. That's why Job, Satan, Most High said, have you considered my servant Job? Because Job thought he was so righteous that he shouldn't be dealt with. But last I read in Isaiah 53:10, it said, it pleased the Most High to bruise of Mashiach h.o.i. He has set his soul, his body to grief. In the conclusion of the whole matter, Numbers 23:19. The Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Has he said? Have he said what he said? And shall he not do it? Or have he spoken? And shall he not make it good? That's why I take heed. All praises to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Glory be to his holy name. By some of my h.o.i. And know that we are a nation of Israel. We not no hate group. We not no organization. We not no movement. We not no gang. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. Point blank. No and ifs or buts about it. And you know it. Shalom.